YouTube, Twitch, and I didn't forget to start the stream this time. Welcome back to another episode about Clem yapping, basically, about whatever the hell. I have, over the past week, collected the footage that I want to use for the lossless scaling video, so that's happening. I'm planning on making that this weekend, probably, and also, if you didn't know, by the way, this is a VOD. I'm trying to keep the thumbnail roughly the same, but I'm changing out the background a little bit, so just know if you see that thumbnail that you're seeing on this video, it's probably going to be what you're going to see for the rest of my VODs. Anywho, also, other VODs don't have emotes, or the videos don't have emojis in their name. It's kind of a telltale sign right there. Anywho, lossless scaling video. Probably going to record it, edit it, maybe even post it tomorrow, and just send it. And that's why I titled the video, or titled the stream this, so that I could talk about it more and prep myself for whatever comes of making that video. You know, what's up, Wild, by the way? I feel like this is kind of relevant now that you're here. I feel like lossless scaling, like frame generation as a whole, is like, it's like what DLSR does, in the sense that, like, when you introduce somebody to it, they're like addicted to it like crack. But like one is like a one is good authentic crack, and the other one might do more harm than good if you don't know what you're getting into. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the new space heaters that I'm sure you all will be purchasing very shortly. 575 watt TDP, holy shit, on the 5090, which you shouldn't buy for Tarkov. I don't know why I would need to say that, but I know I'm gonna have to say that, because I know, and I know you're out there. I know there's gonna be somebody watching this VOD who's like, man, I really want to buy a 5090, it should help my Tarkov performance. Don't. If you aren't playing at 8K, and I'm dead ass with that, if you're not playing at 8K for Tarkov, don't even bother. Don't even bother. I know I'm gonna get the question, and it's gonna come up, but it's okay. You know, it's not the end of the world. And hey, you'll have to pay less on your heating bill, so that'll save you a bit of money in the long run. Let me do the usual stuff like I always do. Let me post this in the Discord and all that, and we'll get to it. I think. Do that. Boom. What else was I going to talk about? 5090, 5080. When are the 5080 reviews coming out? Like January 30th, I think. That might be interesting with the TDP, because if it, obviously it's going to be slower than a 4090. I mean, I feel like that's evident with the TDP. I feel like that's obvious. Or not the TDP. What am I saying? With the MSRP. There we go. I feel like that's obvious that it's going to be slower than a 4090, and the fact that there are leaks suggesting that it's slower than a 4090, I think is kind of, I feel like that's kind of obvious. I feel like that didn't need to be said. I mean, if we saw like how the performance scaled with the 5090, I've been waiting for 90 minutes for this stupid VSG verification email. They ain't sending it to you. They said no. Nope. Not today. Dude, I was worried that like I would have to like delay the stream because it was taking a while for me to switch from PvE to PvP mode. Like I was just stuck in like the loading screen for a while, and I was like, oh shit. Businessman. Let's see. Explain. Oh wait. Live again. Explaining to you all why you need to shell out $2,000 to buy Nvidia's newest space heater and more. Boom. YouTube link. Is that the YouTube link? That is the YouTube link. Boom. Boom. Oh, that's not it. That's not optimal. Okay. There we go. Okay. We're locked in. Boom. How we doing, by the way? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Not bad. Not bad. Probably be doing worse by the end of the stream. You know, well, actually, maybe, you know, I'm thinking about it. Maybe we won't be doing that bad by the end of the stream. I don't think there's any further down we could go financially speaking. Because we're basically there. But you can only go up. I mean, from 93,000 rubles, you can only go up. So I'm kind of confident today. I feel like this is going to be a good day. And I'm not worried. I'm frankly not worried, honestly. Even though my hand kind of hurts, actually. Jeez, got a little bit of cramp. Hey, Stuart, what's up, man? Welcome back, brother. How you been? It's just like in that joint that goes through your... Or not the joint, but like that muscle that goes to your thumb. Clem, and before the nerds point out that the 5090 has better heat than expected with the 30% increased CUDA count. Well, technically speaking... okay, let's be real. Let's be real. The cooler is pretty cool, okay? The cooler design on the Founders Edition is pretty cool. And you can't, like, don't argue it. Like, don't say, like, oh, it's not cool that the PCB is, like, isolated in the center and there's fans just blowing. Like, that is cool, okay? That's cool. It's a 2-slot card. But, like, 600 watts power, no, not 600, like 550 watts, 575 watt power draw. It's kind of awesome. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry if you're wrong. Right? But it is pretty cool. I don't have that. Fuck. Well, I might be able to find that. I'm going to run a scav for no particular reason. Just, you know, just to get warmed up. That's all. Not for any other reason. I just saw a teardown video. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch a teardown video just yet, but I will at some point because it does look cool. What's up with them like moving the sensors for the hotspot? What's with all that drama? Have you guys heard about that? I say drama just because, you know, I read it on Twitter, so I automatically assume that people are angry about it, you know. That's kind of just how that goes, so I just kind of assume that that's the way it is. My small electric heater draws 600 watts in eco mode. Nvidia's following in their footsteps, really. Whoever made that space heater really was just setting the groundwork for Nvidia to come through. The 9800X 3D doesn't throttle the 5090 at 1080p. It depends on the game. It depends on the game. Some games will get throttled. I mean, it really just depends on, like... Wait a second. I was gonna say, I was like, I can't really think of an example right now, but I'm literally staring at it. But obviously you wouldn't actually, like, use that, right? But... They removed the hotspot sensors for no reason. No reason. No reason. Don't worry about it. And if you're worried about it, that's a you thing, man. You're just being skeptical, man. You're just being harsh. You must like AMD, don't you? If people can't read them, then you don't worry about them. Mm-hmm. That's true. Yep. Best card for Tarkov at 1440p. A 7900 XTX, 7900 XT. Oh. For the money? Like what's the budget we're setting here? This is their transition card into low-grade consumer electronics. It's not it's not hot. Trust me. Guys, it's not hot. Don't worry about it, okay? It's not... The thermals are great, okay? Don't look at the memory temp. Just look at the core temp and be a happy camper, okay? And spend the $2,000. And everybody says, yes, Jensen and Unity. That's all they say. Oh, I always mine in the winter for heat, so 5090 space heater would be amazing. That thing's gonna heat your house. I mean, just overclock that bitch. And then burn the 12-volt 2x6 while you're at it. Why'd I say that so aggressively? Like a mobster. 12-volt 2x6. Barely even warm. Stop checking. Yeah, don't look. Guys, don't look. If you don't look, it's good, okay? Schrodinger's temperature. Schrodinger's hotspot. Yeah. W overlay? Oh yeah, thanks. God fucking damn it, man. Hey, you know what? At least you reminded me. At least you reminded me. What's this about an app doubling FPS? That's why I put the quotes there. I'm talking about lossless scaling. I'm gonna make a video about it because that's literally like every single time somebody talks to me about it or like I get asked in YouTube, which also I want to just say I'm not pissed off at the people who ask me about lossless scaling. Besides the fact that I hear about it all the time, it's not specifically at anybody who asks me about lossless scaling. It's just like I hear it all the time, so I should make a video about it. And that's what I like. That's every single, which by the way, I'm not going to title my video that. Because I can't, like I can't follow the trend of everybody being like, oh, this app right here gives you, oh wait, there's no point. Fuck. This app right here gives you like ×4, like you get 4 times the frames. Holy shit. And then like everybody clicks on it and then they buy it and then they're like, oh, why do I feel like I'm trudging my mouse through like molasses and maple syrup when I'm frame generating? Ooh. Unlimited budget, no scam, 5000 series, and no melting. Okay, and no melting 4090. Okay. Okay, I will say 4090, well, 5090 connectors at least have been guaranteed by Nvidia to not melt. So don't worry. Okay? It's all good. It's all good and you should spend $2,000. No. Honestly, for 1440p, I mean, oh, I gotta get my overlay up. I don't know what type of frame rate you're going to draw or trying to aim for, but if you're playing 1440p with like competitive-ish settings and you're not maxing everything out, you're fine with like a 4070 Super with medium textures. Now the VRAM is the issue, which is why. That's why I'm like, well, maybe we should go for something like a 7900 XT if you want to have the VRAM. But as well, I mean, the market is shifting a lot right now. So personally, if I were you, because of the proximity of a lot of new GPU releases, I would wait a couple months. If you could. Every time you look, I'm making it hotter. Every time you look at that GPU core temp, I'm upping the power draw by 10 watts. I'm just pumping the voltage by a couple millivolts every single time you look. Just because you don't trust us enough. Look too much and pop goes the weasel, buddy. Sorry. Hey, Poru. Welcome in, man. Recently watched your video helping out that guy with the low-end PC. Configure setup settings for Tarkov, wondering how I could apply the chance, something like that. So I do that. Oh, hey, bro. Chilling out, man. But I do that every Sunday. And when I do it, I just open up a channel in my Discord for everybody to see, and then they just put their specs in there, and then I help them out. I used to have a Google form, which I don't think I closed actually, which is a little oopsie on my part. But barring that, I just bring people in on Sunday like that. I don't take payment to help. I will help you, but payment is never mandatory. If you want to donate, it helps a lot, but you don't have to. You don't have to do that to get a chance to get in. Ooh, hello. The delay from FrameGen is so bad it makes it harder to drive in Cyberpunk. And see, and that's the thing that I'm going to mention in the video as well, is, you know, different people are going to feel the latency differently. Like, it doesn't affect everybody the same way. So, you know, people who are, like, for example, playing PvE, and they're at 60 FPS base, and, you know, they're just, like, chilling, and don't have to worry as much about like, tip-top latency when they're, like, running through hallways on labs, not giga chatting out, then it's probably fine. Like, it's, like, yeah, it's additional latency, but for them, it's okay. But, you know, for competitive people, it may not be ideal. And actually, it is not ideal. Not may. It is not the ideal scenario at all. Ooh, I need. Ooh, this is a lot of good shit. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you do like the YouTube stream because it helps push it around in the algorithm. I don't like to bring that up too often, but it does help. So thank you if you do. I should probably take this. What is the app that doubles FPS? Lossless scaling. It's frame generation. I'm gonna make a video about it shortly. Arc B580 has been running Tarkov fine at 1440p for $250. That's if you could find it. I agree, but that's if you can find it. That's the issue there. It's a solid card. I should probably take that hose over a survival kit. Not gonna lie.
EFT is not a fun game.
Ooh. Falcon, thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. How we doing, Mr. Clem? Peachy. Quite peachy, man. Hope you're doing alright. You cap your FPS at 120? I have not. Did I? I totally did. I left it on. For no reason. I was totally not doing any testing with that you need to worry about at all. Okay? Nothing. That's nothing. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything with that. I can see the insane clickbait potential with this next video of yours. I know. I can't do it. I can't. Like, maybe I'll say something like, this app doesn't really double your FPS. Or like, this app does double your FPS, but something like, also increases late, or like something, I don't know, something. I'll have to like think. I can't think of a good title right now, but I just can't in good conscience be like, this app doubles your FPS? Question mark, red arrow? Oh, I'm gonna be like pogging in the thumbnail. This app, this app doubles your FPS unless. 4070 Ti Super wasn't as big of a leap as I thought it might be from a 2080 Ti. Yeah, that's not an insane leap. I went from a 3070 Ti to a 4070 Ti Super, and really it was a decent improvement for me. But one of the main reasons why it was is because the 8 gigabytes of VRAM was becoming a concern for me. So I was having issues with that, and getting to 16 really alleviated that. Also, I should probably stop the music when I'm trying to survive. That would be ideal. We're in some serious shit now. Yeah, this is lossless scaling is the app I'm talking about. Olympus. Yeah, it's lossless scaling. Oh. Hopefully that's a scav. Clemmy, hey, what's up, Blue? Good to see you, man. It's lossless scaling. Lossless scaling, they're typing in chat. Yeah, that's it. It's frame generation. It's not... It gives you more frames, but the frames are not... I don't want to say they're fake frames. They're generated frames, so you don't have input during the generated frame. Oh, can I, please? There we go. Clem, when is the streamer house coming? Any second now, man. Any second now. Finalizing the lease, actually. It's coming down the pipeline. Yeah. Oh yeah, I used that when I had my 1650 a couple days ago, but I upgraded to 5700 XT. It's a really good budget upgrade, man. Out of the 4 gigabytes of VRAM, gang, because that's good. Because 4 gigabytes of VRAM hurts. Hurts a lot. Cosmic, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome to the party, brother. 560 FPS, normally I'd probably get hella input lag, right? Well, this is something I'm going to talk about as well in the video. The higher base FPS you're at, the less you'll inherently feel the latency, because the gap between each real frame is a smaller amount of time. When you start, let's say, for the sake of math, because I can't do the math in my head, let's say you start at 10 FPS and you're frame generating to 20 FPS, and let's also say that you don't lose any performance when you're going from 10 to 20 FPS. When you're at 10 FPS, every frame is every frame is displayed 100 milliseconds apart, because it's 10 frames a second, so you divide 1 by 10. That's 100 milliseconds. There you go. When you add frame generation, you still have a base frame rate of 10. And the other 10 frames that you got from frame generation don't accept your input. So in reality, if the frame generated frames, assuming those frames are displayed for the exact same amount of time as the 10 real frames, then you have a point where, or actually I should say it like this. Rewind. Actually, I should say it like this. Your next frame, when you have, say you have 100 milliseconds between your current frame and the next frame, your next frame is delayed to splice in that fake frame. Because the fake frame, you have to have each frame, and I hate saying fake frame, but for the sake of speaking, I'm going to say fake frame. You have to have each frame displayed for a certain amount of time, and you also need the next frame to generate that frame in between. So you're going to have the next frame always delayed to a certain extent, because you need... I'll just keep this open. Because you need to A, have the data from the next frame on what that picture looks like to generate the next frame, and you need to display the frame. If you display the frame generated frame for 0 milliseconds, congratulations, you've wasted your time. So it has to be displayed, and during the time that it's displayed, you're not displaying a real frame. There you go. I want my next frame now! No delay, now! 4 gigabytes of VRAM doesn't hurt. My 3050 is doing just fine, thank you. Throw him to Cyberpunk 2077, path tracing. Throw him to the wolves. Yeah, and I'm not saying, I should say as well, I don't hate lossless scaling. Which is going to sound like I hate lossless scaling because of how much I'm warning people about it. But I'm not trying to warn people about it to scare people away from it necessarily. I'm just trying to say, like, there's input delay. There's always input delay. There's increased, if you want the most responsive game, you don't want to use frame generation. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people going into frame generation don't really understand. So if they have and they like get lossless scaling and they use it, I want them to know. Actually, I should leave because I have a full inventory. They should know that, like, hey, like, okay, I'm gonna get some additional latency. My mouse movements might feel a little bit weird, but I'm getting that increased motion fluidity and that smoothness of the image, and that's the difference. That's what people should be expecting. Hello, young man with old voice. Hey, Aero, what's up, man? Can they fix that delay with AI on the fake frame? No. No. Because no matter... think about it. Okay, let's take this. Let's take this. We have a math equation. Oh, you know what? No. Fuck it. We're going in. We're going in. Okay. So let's say we have... Oh, it's black. Hold on. A plus B equals... oh, hello. Equals C. Okay? You have A plus B equals C for frame generation. If you wanted to use AI to try and generate the next frame, that's like saying, in a math equation, that's like sitting here and going, A plus whatever this is equals whatever this is. How... You're trying to predict the future without any information. You're just like... You're just kind of just like going for it. And it's like, well, it could hypothetically just like... I was thinking about this for a while, and I was like, just like... Not even like considering the technicalities of it, and just thinking like logically, like, okay, what if it used motion from like several previous frames to try and figure out what the next frame would look like? But the amount of like the amount that would get wrong, it just doesn't really make sense to like, I don't think that would, it just doesn't math. The app is lossless scaling. Yeah. Clem, this isn't making sense. Your logic sucks balls. Use AI on everything then. Use AI. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I need... Yeah, just AI. Just shoot for the stars and try to figure out what the image is. You know? Fuck it. We ball. I need this. And I need that. And I need that. And that. And that. And that. And I need these because that's for the hideout. The rest, I don't think I need, actually. I'll take this because I don't know if I can... Wait, I have the flea market. Oh, well, fuck it. And this I can take as well. The rest, I don't need any of this. So all that shit. Did I miss something in Twitch chat? Wait, hold on. FYI, your stream is lagging. Is it lagging? Is the stream okay? Yeah, wow, that's true too. You can refund it via Steam and you can try it too. That's true. It's $7. And it's like... It's not terrible. It's just like... What I actually did too, which I don't know if I'll mention this in the video, but I'll talk about this here, is I bought lossless scaling for my friend to try. And I just said, hey, here's this app. You get 2 times the frames. And we were playing Tarkov PvE. And I was like, go for it. I showed him what to set. And then he ran with it. And after we played for a little bit, we were talking about it. And I said, like, yeah, it does introduce some additional latency. And he was like, yeah. He's like, I felt like I was overcorrecting sometimes when I was shooting. Or, like, trying to aim at things. And I was like, yeah. That checks out. I mean, I forgot what map we were on. But I think he was around a 60 FPS base. So it wasn't anything crazy. And he was like, yeah, it felt like I was overcorrecting for things when I was trying to aim at stuff. And this is coming from a guy who barely knows anything from like about lossless scaling, about frame generation, like nothing at all, virtually. So, it was good to get, because I wanted his input, just like to see, like, okay, how does it feel to somebody who doesn't know about, like, you know, any latency impact or anything, and just like blind tries it. I may try to get his input on it again soon, just to see like how he feels about like any image artifacts that he might see. But yeah, that's what he said, just like basically blind testing it. As blind testing as I could, given that I was just gifting him it on Steam and then saying, don't look up anything, just set what I set for you and turn it on. But yeah. I'm using Lossless scaling Tarkov and I've been enjoying it, as well as installed DLSS 3.8.1 and changed my quality setting to upscale 75% of base 1440p. So basically ultra quality. Well, what is ultra quality? Is there any official number for the resolution scale of ultra quality? I thought it was 75% off the top of my head, because I know like FSR 1.0 had an ultra quality setting. I don't know what resolution base it used back then. I don't remember. Also, what was I doing exactly? It's a good question, me. Do I want to keep this pure water? Oh, I should see if I can upgrade anything in my head real quick. Yeah, Dan, exactly. And also, I should say this as well. Input delay, ooh, I just hit my mic. Entirely depends on your base frame rate, like I said earlier. So if you're playing at a lower base frame rate, then it's going to feel worse to you than, for example, like the reason you saw me have the 120 FPS cap for Escape from Tarkov was because I have a 240 Hz monitor and I was capping to half that refresh rate, just to see how it felt when I was frame generating up to that point in Tarkov. And that felt a lot better than when I was capping it to say 60 or God forbid like 45 and then frame generating up to 90. That was not fun. I also played at 30 FPS with frame generation up to 60 for the sake of the video, because I needed to capture all 60 frames. I can only record up to that amount. So that was awful. Me actually playing doesn't really look that bad to you guys. Like when you watch the footage back that I'll show on in the video. But it was pretty bad. It was pretty rough. About PvE, is there a solution to fix the FPS? No. I mean, if everything else I deal with your system and you like have everything set correctly, there's no like magic fix that's going to magically give you a lot more performance. For Tarkov, what was your main game? I mean, Tarkov, for the channel, Tarkov's always been my main game. In reality, Tarkov hasn't been my main game for a considerable amount of time. Or else I would be going insane on this channel. I don't know if I'd really be sane anymore. But besides Tarkov, I play some shooters. You know, I play Rainbow Six Siege. I do play a little bit of Valorant. Recently I've been playing some For Honor, but that's not really like normal stuff. I played what else have I been playing recently? 7 Days to Die I've been playing a lot of recently. Why am I blanking on other games? I'll think of more. But yeah. I think it also helps your GPU has headroom to run a lot. Yes, sorry, yes. That's something I should mention as well in the video, is that, that's what Lossless scaling recommends, is to have some extra GPU headroom to generate the frames. Yeah. But you should have, knowing Tarkov, odds are, for most people, they should have at least some GPU headroom, especially if they're capping frames, and then they should be okay. I have an RTX. I recently bought an RTX 3060 as an upgrade for my GTX 1650. My Streets FPS is still kind of dead, sometimes even lower. I still have the same processor as before. The 9400F, that's, yeah, that's the reason, man. The 3060 won't help. I mean, it might help a little bit because you're going from 4 gigs of VRAM to 12, but yeah, that's the reason. That's what's holding you back. So yeah, you wouldn't see any performance uplift if you weren't hitting any sort of VRAM constraint. You wouldn't see anything. Where do we go? Where do we go? I'm kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie. Gonna be honest. I could try to do interchange, just some, but that's kind of close range, and I got an SKS on right now, unless I switch. I need dorm room 303 key if I go to customs. Let me take a look real quick. I might be able to find that on the fly. Oh, excuse me. I can barely afford this. Okay, I got that, and then I'm gonna have to stash it. Okay. And then we got this beast. And that's good. Okay, let's just send it, honestly. Helped in scoping. It helps with scoping in lag and definitely the quality difference. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Got the key. Oh, you're legend. You're legend. You're legend. Oh my god, mod him. Mod him right now. Holy shit. Oh. I can't believe I almost forgot that. You can tell I haven't played this in like a week. Okay. Jesus. My god. What am I doing? What am I doing right now? Oh, hold on. Okay, where did I put that key? I know I got it from Skier. Where is it? It's gone.
EFT
all right,
is not a
cool.
fun game.
No, I mean, I didn't need the key. Oh, here it is. Vanek, thanks so much for the sub, dude. Tier 1 sub, I appreciate that, man. Support helps a lot.
It's not a fun game.
Hey, big dog. Hope you and yours are good. Yeah, we're doing good, man. Hope the same to you, brother. Glad to see you. Big dog. He's a real one. Oh my god. Okay. Now lock in.
EFT is not a fun game.
And thank you for the Volo? Yep. Thank you for the Volo, Vanek. Appreciate it. And Broly, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Came with the clutch save. I appreciate it, man. Boys, I think I'm going for the 5090. For one. Are you trying lossless? I'm not going to on stream. Because when I run lossless on stream, because of how I capture it, it does the frame generation twice because I'm duplicating my display and it freaks the fuck out. If I wanted to play with it, I'd have to either swap out the connections on my capture card to do pass through to my main monitor, which only allows me to see 60 hertz, or I'd have to play it through looking at OBS, basically. And if I didn't do that, then I would have to just, like, I could have it run only on one, but then you guys wouldn't see anything. So it's close enough, Fnac. It's close enough. It's close enough. What's wrong with Big Dog? No, nothing. I just didn't expect it. It just kind of hit me. There's a little curveball, that's all. I'm running a 5600X and a 3060. I'll see how the 50 cards come out. If the 5060 has 8 gigs of VRAM, man, oh, it's gonna. Like, you know it's gonna, though. You know it's gonna. It's gonna happen. Just tuning in, what are the recommended settings for lossless scaling? I have done right now. Like, there's no, like, recommended... I'll explain what stuff does in the video and stuff like that, but... really... It boils down to... just how much latency do you want? And how much motion smoothness do you want? Because if you don't want... if you want as little latency as possible... because I'm going to talk about like the multi-frame generation as well in lossless scaling, which, by the way, if you don't have a high refresh rate monitor, you shouldn't use. I should just say that outright. Yeah, FE is Founders Edition, yeah. But, and also, yeah, as far as all the upscalers, I don't run any of the sharpeners or upscalers when I'm running the frame gen. I just run the raw frame gen. What I can't believe, are people running, like, hold on. Are people running the frame generation at lower than native res? Because if so, why? What's the point? Like, am I missing something? Because if you're doing frame gen and you have the headroom to do it, you want the most clarity you could get. Even though, like, obviously, the frame generated frames are still going to have their issues at the end of the day, but... oh, I should stop the music. There we go. DLSS is pretty pointless in Tarkov since it's so CPU limited. I mean, the only thing is the image quality, sadly, or not image quality, the image stability, sadly, with even DLSS on quality, it's kind of better than TAA High. I'm not gonna lie. At like 1440p and above, especially 1080p, I'd probably try to avoid using upscaling. But 1440p and above. Kinda is better. It kinda is. And especially if we are able to use the new DLSS 4 transformer model instead of what we have right now for just the better image reconstruction. It's, I mean, it's gonna be a done deal. Because, like, the TAA implementation is ass. Even though I'm running it right now. It's just like the amount of flickering on wires and shit, even still, is grody. So... oh, wait, is that a... nope, not a hideout poster. Okay. Okay. We gotta escape now. Look at this puppy. We gotta get out of here. Honestly, I just started using FXAA, but FXAA is also so unstable. Like, all of it just looks like doo-doo. And the image reconstruction on FXAA is just terrible. Like, it's just terrible. Like, the wires just stop existing. Like... it's genuinely kind of gross. Please make a video on this. I'm gonna make a video on lossless scaling. Don't worry, because I know I've Been getting a lot of questions about it, so I will. Think about switching to a 7800X 3D and maybe a 50 series card. What res are you running right now? Yeah, 9000X 3D. I mean, if you get a 7800X 3D for a decent price, like, well, I should first mention the 9800X 3D. If you can get the 9800X 3D for, I would argue, $500 or less, done deal. But if it's scalped to hell, oh. Guys, can we just not talk about that? Is that okay? I don't even see this fucker. Guys, I just gotta warm up. He's like there, right? He's like there? I think the scab's right there. I can't fucking see him. Am I blind? Oh. I don't even care if I die. I gotta find what this fucker is. What? Oh. The fuck? I'm so confused. I'm very confused. I'm bewildered. How did he get there so quick? They're marked up to nearly matching values 9000X 3D. Oh shit, okay. Well, never mind then. Yeah, 9800X 3D all the way then. Talk about what? When in doubt, nade. I smell something suspicious. Lurking. Also, I gotta fix my post effect. Shit's bright as hell. Change the scope on your gun? What do you mean? You don't like the Cobra? What's wrong with the Cobra? Alright. Ooh. Oh! Ooh, he can't aim anyways? I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh, man. That's brutal, dude. I don't feel happy about that at all. Oh, man. He better not be like level 3. Even if I die looting this corpse, I don't care. I gotta make sure I didn't just... Oh, no, man. Oh, I can already tell. I don't even need it. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, it's his first wipe. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Don't change the scope. Oh, shit, brother. You got a full backpack here, man. Oh, dude. Ah. He just got home from his 9 to 5. These kids are watching Nickelodeon, and I just fucking blew his brains out. That's, man. They that's just disappointing. You know, that's just disappointing. That right there is why people play PvE. Right there. I'm part of the problem. 12-hour shift, dab before kicks. Kids once tapped first raid. Oh, he had a tool set. Okay. Lakora Kulon? Hey, what are we doing, bud? How are we carrying a Korra Kulon out of the raid? Can we get a little... Can we get insight on that? Can we get insight? Are we down that bad for ammo or for armor?
EFT is not a fun game.
Soul, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. I'm having trouble speaking, guys. I'm messing up my words. It's just like I'm overwhelmed by my skill. Stash his stuff, give him... Please hold. Oh, that's my character. Fuck. I was like, somebody's injured on this hill. I swear to God. I can hear him. I can hear him breathing. Okay. You know, maybe I gotta rescind my previous statements there. Probably not. Probably not, maybe I'm not gaming. Don't forget the quest. Yeah, I'm going over here. Don't worry. I'm on it. So, percentage chance on me walking up to the 3rd floor and getting shot in the head. Thoughts on this? Ooh. Ooh. Gotta be polite. Oh, God damn it. You know, people sometimes question my logic, but at the end of the day, they don't teach you those skills in school right there. You see that? Do you see that just how I bait him to come to the main staircase and then I fucking ran for my life? That right there is when you know you're outmatched, and that's a flawless escape. You can write that one down. Need to keep moving though, because stamina is a little bit of a bitch. A true warrior knows when to retreat, and so does a bitch, and I'm being a bitch right now. I'm not a warrior. But I just felt like pointing that out as well. Oh. Hey, I came here from your videos on YouTube. I'm from Chile. Keep doing this, you're so good. Thank you. Thank you, Soul. I appreciate that. Welcome in, brother. Yeah, I just dodged Chief GG trying to nade me through that window over there. It's always the Timmies you miraculously dumpster on. My skill comes out in situations where it's not necessarily needed. And I can't control that. You know, I don't control the engagements that I get into. It's just the situation that occurs where, you know, sometimes, you know, the pieces fall where they may. And they fuck around to find out. I just read that. Yeah, pick the corpse, you vulture. My god. Listen. There's a reason why you have scavengers in every food chain. I don't know if that's true. Is that true? Yeah, wait. There's a reason why you have decomposers in every food chain. Okay? I'm the bacteria that breaks down shit into dirt. Okay? I'm what completes the cycle. It's inevitable that I win over somebody. Okay? Uh-oh.
Howdy.
Oh, hey. Oh. Well, I'm a PMC, I hate to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured.
But I mean, you can, if you want to just like go, you know, I wouldn't be opposed.
Yeah, I'll take off. I got nothing to...
Where are you going?
Right back to the fleet.
Well, if you just run towards Big Red, I'll go the other way and we'll be... Oh, okay. See ya, bro. See? See? You know... See? Shout out to that guy. Big ups. Big ups to that guy. See, I'm not a warrior. I'm a diplomat. Well, thanks for the talk about hardware. Going to sleep 2:30 a.m. here. Have fun. I'll see you, Broly. Remember, by the way, Chad, if you are in Europe, I do have my streams on Sunday at 1:30 p.m. CST as well. So you don't need to ruin your sleep schedule if you want to watch me for an extended period of time. I did think of that.
TFT is not a fun game.
MT1 FPS, thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. He's probably flanking as we speak. Well, I just got golden swag done, so it's fine by me. Getting big CCTV interrogation room vibes right now. There's the good cop, there's the bad cop, and then there's the dumb cop, I guess. Wild Clem, hey Jaxer, what's up, man? What boosts the FPS? Lossless scaling is the thing that I'm talking about in the title there. I'm gonna make a video on it in the coming days and post it whenever it's done. Let's just get out of here, shall we?
EFT is not a fun game.
Oh. I spawned here. Let's get out of here, shall we? Okay. Twitch decided I wanted to watch you in 360p. Apparently Twitch is having some issues right now. Or it's me. But I don't think it's me, because I'm not getting any warnings or anything on my end. Let me drink this real quick, chat. Get a quick power up. Please help, I'm using a 7950 X3D and 4090, 6000 megahertz CL30 memory, running 4K. Benchmarks on customs are 160 FPS, 70 FPS, 50%, 0.1%. I've tried everything and can't get my lows up. What have you tried process lasso? Also, well, see, I should make like a pamphlet that I can hand out to CPU bound people. Just like an instructional, like, hey, you have SteelSeries sonar installed? Do you run 2 CCDs and don't schedule out the task properly, or run it for a couple months? Okay. Those lows I would attribute primarily, if it's not from having the 2 CCDs and using process lasso, I would say it's from background software. Granted, well, if that, I'm assuming that you benchmark that in offline. If you benchmark that in online, then I'm not too surprised by those lows. But is SteelSeries sonar problematic? Yes. Short answer is yes. Long answer is I have had a lot of Sherpa patients, Sherpa clients, whatever you want to call it, who I've helped in the past, who have had SteelSeries sonar installed, and that have had significant issues with stuttering and bad frame time consistency. And the only way to fix that for them was to, I'm actually going to ditch this, by the way, was to uninstall it or isolate it using process lasso away from the game. There's the same thing with other software like Corsair IQ. I've had people have issues with in the past. Razer Synapse a little bit as well. Slash Razer, do they call it Cortex or Vortex? I can't remember which one whatever it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. And then also if they're running like clipping software in the background as well, that could also have a adverse effect. Quite. Oh! I did not jump there, man. Okay, there we go. Wait, dude, I kept my cool. I'm cool, calm, and collected, brother. Cool as a cucumber. Oh! Whoa. Ooh. Ow. Oh, ow. Interesting, I have no issues with the game and I run sonar with my Nova Pro wireless. Could it be a high-end PC that makes up for it? Possibly. But if you... For some people, you might not notice the low difference because, for example, on my PC, I don't know what CPU you have, but I tested the clipping software that comes with sonar. I didn't have sonar enabled, but it was like SteelSeries Moments. I did like a clipping software benchmark a while back, and sonar, or I should say Moments, in particular, was significantly worse in 0.1% and 1% lows compared to literally every other clipping software I tried. Uh-oh. At 12,900K. Oh, it might be separated onto your E-cores then. That could be the reason why you're not feeling it. I did not test back then if moving it to cores that the game was not on actually fixed the issue, but I have done that with people in the past, and it mostly resolved their problems. Sonar just for audio does the same thing for the clients that I had so far. Soul, if you make a post in the help forum in my Discord, that's probably the quickest way to try and get help from at least somebody. It's really hard for me to help a lot of people Just because if I was trying to help a shit ton of people, I would be doing it a lot. And it would take up most of my day. Yeah, I would make a post in there, and then if you want to try to get in, oh, I should do surgery first. If you want to try to get in, I do it on Sundays for my PC Sherpa Live stuff, but at 1:30 p.m. CST, by the way, I should mention. But it's not a guarantee that you'll get in. I normally get through like 3 people per stream, then depending on how long each person takes. Somebody's looting. That is the app, Maisie. That is correct. I'll be making a video on it soon. I know I gotta heal, but I didn't want to get caught by that, player scav. I'm assuming it was a player scav anyway. No problem, Soul. Anytime. And I did actually, I revamped the joining experience for the Discord. Not perfect. I think there's a spelling error in the rules that I have to correct, but besides that, simple, and it gets the job done using Discord's official stuff. So hopefully I can get like the Discord posted for discovery in like Discord's community server browser and stuff, which will be pretty cool. We got like, I think 2,600 plus members in there, if I remember correctly. So we got a lot of people. So odds are you'll find somebody who can help. If it ain't me. Okay. Nobody's there. I have a 7900 XT and a 5800X, and I only get 78 FPS on most maps. Any help? I mean, your CPU bottlenecked. That's the first place I would look. And when your CPU bottlenecked, you basically have 4 main things you can do. Debloat. Or maybe I should say 3. Debloat, overclock, pray, no. And then a couple in-game settings. That's literally it. And when I say debloat, I mean reduce the amount of tasks you have in the background. Look at what background apps you're running. Look at the player scab that's running past me. See if you have any problematic apps installed that might be hurting your performance or hurting your lows. Possibly look into debloating your Windows install and getting rid of some other tasks on Windows that you don't necessarily need. And then, what was the next thing I said? I noticed the in-game settings, which is basically only like LOD quality. And as long as you're not running anything insane like MIP streaming, should be okay. I hear something. Ah, fuck. This choke sucks. Oh. Oh, actually, wait, I can get in here. Run low on ammo. Been kind of spamming the fuck out of this. Hey, did you change your Nvidia color settings too? I did not. Almost need a system with only Tarkov Blast on any monitoring software installed, and that alone get a true idea of where the issue lies. Basically. That's pretty accurate. Yeah. Yeah, the snow's too bright for me too. I gotta change my post effects in a little bit. Try and curb that. This ain't gonna go well. Unless... Okay. Just take it easy. Take it step by step. Ollie, what's up, brother? Welcome back, man. How you been? Did you get that new system in yet? You were ordering an 9800 XTD, weren't you? What's the app? I'm talking about lossless scaling. I'm going to make a video on it. It's a frame generation app. That I keep getting asked about it, so it's a no-brainer at this point. I got to make a video about it. I love how you can hear the bush colliding when you're running through the bunker here. Kind of meta. The collision box just goes like through the ground. It's huge. Okay. Stay hydrated, by the way, chat. Let me grab some water real quick. Oh, and I dropped my mouse. For my stream PC. There we go. Okay. Oh, what a raid. Poor guy. The only game that makes me consider a fresh Windows install regularly. I feel bad that people do that so often. Because, I mean, 9 times out of 10, you can figure out what the issue is without having to do a full reinstall of your entire operating system and deleting everything else. It's kind of insane what people do for just Tarkov. I'm stuck at 90 FPS on all maps. Graphics settings don't seem to matter. Your 7900X is bottlenecking you. Yeah, that's the issue. Your 7900 XT is plenty for this game. No issues there. It's just the 7900X. And the 64 gigs of RAM, the speed of that RAM, that may be running in Gear 2. I don't know what you're running on that. I don't know if you're running 4x16 or 2x32. But the RAM configuration could have an effect as well. Oh, and I hit my mic again. Yeah, 47. I just gotta... Maybe I'll hop in an offline raid real quick and work on my settings, because I need to figure out what the hell I'm doing with my post effects. Hi, thank you for the sub. What's up? And Barcode, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How you been? Let's put that there. Boom. I don't think I can put this in the front. I can't. Oh, that's... Oh. Ow. Well. That's what it is. We got Golden Swag completed, which is awesome. Chemical Part 1. And Pokémon MOBO, which is huge. STM9 meta. Selling that shit instantly. Oh yeah. Oh, I need to get more... That's right, I need to get more dollars, and that's right. I forgot that's what I was doing. I was money locked. That's right. Take out the 30 rounder because I can sell that, but that can go to Peacekeeper. That can go to Peacekeeper. That can go to Peacekeeper. Okay. Why do I have a 50 pack of Green Tracer? You're using it right now. I'm not using lossless scaling right now, no. Because I can only capture in 60 FPS and I can only pass through 60 FPS, so I don't want to have to use frame gen at like 30 FPS and capture it and show you guys. Because I have video recording of that, but playing like that is awful. And I don't recommend it. It feels very bad. Like, very, very bad. I think I gotta check how many cigarettes I have. Alright, I need 1K from this guy. Level 2 Peacekeeper. Boom. I don't know if you know, but you can use other people's gyms. I've added you in case you want to use it at all at any point, just in case everyone on your friends list has a life. I'm sure there are people on my friends list who don't have a life, but you've been here for a while, Ollie. I'll accept you. But I think... Oh, I don't have the gym yet. I'll have the gym fairly soon, though, I think. Okay. Let's just throw all that stuff in there, and let's... Oh, we need to sell stuff from the last... Oh, god damn it. Just have so much crap, Chad. Let's take all this out. Where'd I put the other backpacks? Here they are. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Yep. No, wait. No, that makes sense. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're good. That goes there. And okay. I'll post this on the flea. They're selling for dollars. That's kind of freaky. Sure. Should I use the gym? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll use the gym. Yeah. And... Nope, that's just searching for new friends. That's not what I want. Shout out to Phantom Foreskin. My friends list. There we go. View profile. View hideout. There we go. I just got one tap on woods by a scav. That's gonna be me to someone once I scav into woods. Default green, like, come on, man. Where's the drip? No drip in here yet. No drip in here yet. Oh. Okay. It's got the kukri on the wall. Gotta lock in. Fuck. Fuck. Shit. Oh, that was awful. When I see people getting a lot of stuttering and it just feels slow to respond. Oh, I'm getting a lot of stuttering and it just feels slow to respond. I have a 3080 Ti and a 1700 X3D. What can I do? You feel a lot of stuttering? Oh shit. Hold on. First things first, if you're feeling a lot of stuttering, I don't know what software you have in the background. God, like, what do I actually... I just have to make, like, a stuttering compendium. Being like, here's everything that I've seen that hurts your 0.1% lows and 1% lows. But basically, texture quality, background apps are the first two things I'd look towards. And then if you have your paging file on a hard drive, maybe that as well. Did my metabolism just go up? Oh, that was from eating and drinking. Never mind. What? Okay, what was that? Okay. I hear some cracking bones in my gym. Do you hear it on your end? In the hideout? That's crazy. Shit. Okay, I have 5 tourniquets. So I don't need to keep anymore. I'm taking this out of this because I want to put keys in here. This is just for keys. The AVS is just for keys. And I'll get a docs case soon. I need a bit of time. Okay, that's all right. Rusted key, really, man? Yep. I'm keeping it until I get the quest, and then I'm gonna bring a 5-stack of people from the stream, and we're all gonna go in and try to do it together. And that's gonna be the plan. We're gonna have an escort of people who have been in the stream for a while, and we're all gonna go in and then try to do it in one fell swoop. Turn the texture quality lower if I have it on high. Yes, if you have it on high, switch it to medium textures first and see how you're feeling. Or if you just want to try low first to see like what the lowest low does and then try to bump it up to medium, you can do that too. But either way, just try something lower than high first and foremost. Jokerly, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that, man. And if you didn't know, by the way, chat, we are on both YouTube and Twitch. So make sure to go to the platform that you prefer, because we are on both. Oh, I should get some more PS ammo. That would be smart. Ooh, it's actually not that... Oh my god. Never mind. No, never mind, I'm a broke bitch. We got a scav again. Nope, we got a scav again. I'm broke as hell. Oh god. I need gas analyzers, so I should scav reserve. I heard at the beginning of the wipe they accidentally left the flea from before wipe. Yes. Yeah, that did happen very briefly. That was a thing. Oh, stay hydrated, chat. I really got to redo this overlay, man. I had to get the right video. Maybe I can do that tomorrow when I'm recording some of the other stuff. What quest is that? Wait, what quest are you talking about, Ollie? The one with a bunch of people? The door. I was gonna bring a bunch of people who I know from the stream in. And then, you know, if they haven't done it, then we'd bomb rush it together and see if we can get it done in one raid. Okay. I got the same AK that I had last scav raid. Do I not? I think it's the same one. Scene. I need to get a stream deck, man. I need to get a stream deck so bad. The Don Vaughn. Holy shit. That's a fire name. God damn. You can't run high textures, only 11 gigs of VRAM. Yeah, it's rough. Like, I'm running high textures at 1440p right now, and you can see my VRM usage is creeping up. I have my stream on my second monitor so I can, like, see it, but, like, I forget because I'm yapping too much, and then I just, like, don't look slightly to my right to see the scene. Okay. I should go to the buildings over there probably and try to loot up. Sub with Prime, it's free money. Real. Real and true. Real and true. Real and true.
Real and true.
Real and true. Thank you, Jaw. 8 months, brother. That's how long I've known you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Okay, this is kind of pretty. Not gonna lie. Thanks for your videos, boss. Very helpful. Thank you for watching them, Derek. Appreciate you being here, brother. Would do that, but a week ago I gave mine to Smoke. He's why I'm even looking at EFT again. I watch him play DayZ mostly. I've never watched Smoke, actually. I mean, I know about the Smoke Balaclava, right? But, like, I never actually, like, watched him. No disrespect to him, obviously. Not like, oh, I don't know who that guy is. Who the fuck are you now? But I never watched him. Maybe because he plays DayZ for the most part, and I never really was into that game. What's the app called? Lossless Scaling? I'm not using it right now. To be perfectly clear. But I'm making a video on it soon. For doubling FPS in heavy quotation marks. Because it's frame gen, and it's not actually that. Got test drive part 1 done. Oh my god. I'm sorry for your loss. Trying to get on my shooter-born Tarkov shooter party at the same time. Hell on earth. Yeah. That sounds like it, dude. Holy shit. Oh, this is heat. Didn't either until I started watching DayZ streamers. At that point I forgot I could use Prime for it. Oh, shit. Heard,
EFT is not a fun game.
Miller, thank you for the follow on Twitch, man. Welcome in, man. Also, holy frame time stutter.
EFT is not a fun game.
Marvell, thank you for the tier 1 sub, dude. Cheers, brother. Thank you. Helps a lot, man. You guys are funding... Actually, wait. Oh, no, I don't need to do that anymore. I was going to... Ooh. You scared me. Oh. He's killing himself on the barbed wire. Oh. Army cap. That's huge. I was going to buy a Unheard Edition account. A separate account. Because I was trying to get local offline co-op. And the only way I could see of getting it was buying Unheard. And that's not even confirmed. So I was about to, but I got a friend's account. So you don't need to worry about funding that anymore. I was gonna actually like make a post and be like, hey community, like just by the way, the reason why my texture quality settings guide, or like the testing of like VRM and RAM usage and all that, the reason why that was gonna be delayed, or is delayed, is because I couldn't test with offline co-op, because I got another account and bought the PvE expansion thinking that that was also local co-op, and it was not. It was not that. Little update. It's not that.
It's not a fun game.
Marvell, thank you for the follow too. I appreciate that, man. Scav Reserve is the only map to do scav on. I'll die on this hill. Yeah, I came here for the filing cabinets in a desperate hope that I'd get gas analyzers from it. Told you it is PvP offline you need to do. That's what I was trying, Rio. I was trying, and then but you can't purchase the local co-op. Like it's only attached to Edition. Wait, even if it isn't local co-op, can't you just invite over the net anyways? But then it's not the same scenario. So like the reason I wanted offline co-op is because that allows you to change the time to set it to be correct. And that's what it's going to do for my testing, because like in the future, like moving forward, I was trying to establish it so that like I could use that other account and then test like that from there on out, so I could control the time, I could control the weather, and then have it even more dialed in, right? But I thought I couldn't because of the fact that I'd have to buy another, or I'd have to buy another Unheard account and pray that, you know, it gives me that. But luckily, my friend is willing to loan me his account. Shout out Anja Gamer. Big ups to Anja Gamer. So I can use his account and log in and do what I need to do. It does suck that I wasn't, you know, that I don't have my own yet. Just because I feel bad that I have to use his account. You know, and like whenever I'm on his account, then he can't play. So I do feel kind of bad for that, but... Well, it's in EOD and Unheard. I don't know if it's in any of the lower ones. But I know that my friend has it, and he has Unheard, but he did previously have EOD. And I know I have it because I have EOD. So... who knows what it's actually attached to? Because I couldn't find in the fine print what it actually said. So, your guess is as good as mine, but... Ooh. Giga sent me your videos. Thanks for the content. Moving to low textures fixed almost all of my stutter. Awesome, man. That's awesome, dude. Big ups to Giga Beef, dude. If you didn't see, I was on his podcast with him in church. They were some of the first people who saw my content, like, and talked about it, and I'm forever grateful, because that was a really big motivation. I mean, hell, it still is a really big motivation for me. If only they tagged you in the video. That's right. I didn't DM church after I saw that. But I mean, my comments at the top. So I was like, you know, it's okay. So I was surprised I did pretty much everything except for what is extra in the Unheard edition. I have had EOD since 2020, haven't played since before Streets. When I came back, I assumed I didn't have any of the new stuff because I remember hearing people mad about new stuff costing. Yeah. The Unheard edition barely has... I mean, it has some stuff now. That's like, you know, like the bigger stash and the bigger pockets, but... you know, how much you give a shit about that is yet to be decided. I obviously still don't like how they went about it. I wish I could go over a hole in the wall. Yeah, well, at first we weren't gonna have arena. Oh no, were we gonna have arena at first? I can't remember. No, we weren't gonna have PvE. They said you need to buy the expansion. Because even though EOD included all DLCs, they didn't think PvE was a DLC or something like that. I don't know what the actual reasoning. I don't like that. Not looting that shit. Nope. No thanks. Yes, they weren't going to include PvE at first, and then they kind of folded to the community pressure, and then I don't know. I don't remember exactly what went down with Arena. I don't remember what the whole debacle was there. Like, they were letting in people in waves, as far as I remember, and EOD players were getting it, but they were letting in people who just bought Arena in first for Arena. And so people were buying fresh accounts on just Arena to get into Arena quicker when they were, like, releasing in waves and all this garbage. Just like like, for the people who were like, oh man, I hate BSG so much, like, money hungry, and then they go and they, like, purchase another separate account just to get into Arena, like, 2 days quicker. It's like, okay. You know, that, but, you know, that just, like, sort of happens. I always knew something had to give. They need more passive income. I mean, at some point they had to be making more money off banned cheaters than regular new players. That I don't know about. And I don't have enough information to comment on that. I don't see what really ticks me off. And this is January. What seriously pisses me off is when people are like, oh, yeah, they leave cheaters in because they make enough money off it for it to be profitable. And I'm like, what developer would, like, just purposefully kill their game to have cheaters? Because at some point, you're going to get to a point where, like, oh, I have so many cheaters that just normal people aren't playing, and the interest dwindles because the cheaters don't have any more people to piss off, and then just gets to the point where nobody's enjoying it anymore, and then it crumbles. So, like, it's not like an infinite money glitch. Like, so I don't know what the, like, argument is there for that exactly. I don't think there's some hidden motive to keep cheats in the game. That I don't think that's how that is at all. Then again, I've read half of those arguments on Twitter, so, you know, well, that's enough said there, right? Hey, Joel, what's up? Welcome back. Hope you're doing okay. Cheaters kill games. You would have to think that they don't, quote-unquote, want them. Yeah. To a certain extent, you need somewhat of an active player base for cheaters to have fun. So even if they're like, oh, we need to keep cheaters, cheaters are our main income. If we're going with that crazy conspiracy theory, you still need some people for the cheaters to bully. So you need to have at least some people constantly playing. If there was such a big amount of cheaters that they were making money from cheaters buying new accounts, like, it doesn't make any sense. I'm not running a 5090, by the way, sharpshooter. I've got a 4070 Ti Super. I think it was just because of the Wiggle video where he thought 50 to 60% of the population were cheaters. Yeah, it was probably that sort of perpetuated that mindset, per se. What a mess that was, huh? Ay, ay. Cheaters are my #1 reason I am for a wipe with no flea. But see, there's so many variables there that just like that just doesn't really check out. Like, there's so many variables that can affect when people are like why people are cheating. And it just would not really make sense. I honestly think people think more cheats came back with the release of the flea market because of the fact that more people were just playing. And, like, more people came back. There was just a bigger base of players overall. So because of the bigger base of players, there was just more cheaters who came back to harass the player base when they came back. I think that's a red herring, personally. That may be wrong. I may be wrong. Time will tell. Yeah, I doubt they do that. I'm not that tinfoil type of guy. Yeah. However, something they must talk about when they discuss bans. Like, we ban these too often, less will buy. That's not even, like, if they gave a shit about the game, that wouldn't even be a factor. That's not even a consideration. New players would get less overtime to a point where where's money coming in? Yeah. What app? I'm going to talk Lossless Scaling. Lossless Scaling is the app for 2x frame generation. It's frame generation. It's not actual frames. It's better motion fluidity, but not better responsiveness. And I'll talk about that in the video that I make soon. So stay tuned on the channel for that, because I'm not using it right now. Because if I was using it right now, I'd have to play at like 30 FPS to capture it, which feels awful. Even with frame generation, which actually kind of makes it worse sometimes. But I'll talk about that. Okay. New fundraiser, 5K for eBay Scalper 5090. Hey, you can save a bit of money. You can use that as a heater. And then you don't have to worry as much, you know? You can spend however much money you want on the 5090 because you'll just save so much in your heating bill. Checks out. Okay, I could go to... Do I want to go interchange? Sort by location here. Oh, I just ate the Iskra and I gotta stash those. I could try to go stash those. I'll put the Iskras in my secure container and the water in my backpack. Just because the water is way easier to, or way cheaper to obtain. Okay. Survive on... Oh, I had to survive on customs. I should check that. 5 scav kills I'll probably be able to get done. And I just need to spend more money with Skier. Which is going to be fun, I'm sure. 3090 Ti alone makes the PC room warm, to be sure. I bet the 50 series does a great job as a heater. 575 watts does the job, man. Does the job pretty well. But I mean, it's not running at that all the time, but you know, with all the airflow you're getting, it's gonna be chilling. Prediction? Do we want to run a prediction for the next raid? We totally could. Prediction on Twitch? Run some channel points on that shit? Okay, boom. It won't let you? Wait, really? What? Hold on.
EFT is not a fun
Check
game.
that. Let me open up my Twitch studio. Hold on. Stream manager is where I do it, right? Yeah. Okay. Grawbad, by the way, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Start a prediction. Submission period. All right, I'm starting the submissions on Twitch. If you have any channel points on Twitch, make sure you go over there. Might become rich. And you know what to bet on. So, you know. Should be pretty easy for you guys. Should be pretty free points. Gonna be honest. Wait, you dual stream to YouTube? Yeah, I'm on both. I'm on Twitch and YouTube. My YouTube is just Clementine, though. My Twitch is Clementine TM because there was already a Clementine, and so I had to choose a different name. So I just added TM. Not that I actually have a trademark. I'm the guy with the RTX 4070 Ti Super and a 5800 XOD. Yeah, I remember you. The other thing is one of the 5090's exhaust vents is right under where the NVMe sits. Really? Oh, that's going to be freaky. I wonder if anybody's going to do testing with that. With the Gen 5 SSD and that. Oh my god. You gotta have some airflow in there, man. Did I miss you changing the post effect settings yet? No, actually, I might do it here. Might do it live in Raid. I will go follow there. I have a YouTube Premium. I can watch your stream, no ads. Hey, there you go. Yeah, I wish I could turn off the ads on Twitch, but there's no way for me to do it, which kind of sucks. Also, if you didn't hear, by the way, prediction on Twitch, it's got like 30 seconds left, I think. So make sure you go to Twitch if you want to predict. YouTube is 1440p, but it is a little bit more delayed than Twitch is. So Twitch is faster. So if you want to use like Twitch chat in the YouTube stream, you can do that. Or whatever floats your boat. As long as you're here, I appreciate it. I think Escape from Tarkov will never be optimized enough. For some people, it never will be. Yeah, but we'll see what goes down this year. Because supposedly this is the year, so we'll find out. I bet all my shekels on yes. See, that's the type of support. That's what I need. That's what I need. Clem, can you activate a little on your frame, or on your cap frame, the VRM usage? It's right here. And if you want to know the actual stat, it is called GPU memory dedicated to the game. Which maybe I should show both. Hold on, wait. Food for thought. I'm gonna name this one temporarily. I'll see if I can total VRAM. What do you do out of YouTube, Clem? Are you an IT professional? You could say that. I work in IT, yeah. Yeah, I get higher quality video too. Yeah, I have YouTube Premium too, man. I love it. It's a little pricey, but I mean, I watch YouTube so much. It's, you know, it's a no-brainer for me. All right, here we go. Oh, I dropped my mouse again. Holy shit. I swiped it to the right a little bit. Okay. Ooh, ooh. Wait, this is a fire spawn. Yeah, YouTube Music too, yeah. I still get Spotify Premium too, though. Yeah. I spend a little too much on the subscriptions, I'm not gonna lie. Just because I've used Spotify Premium for so much and for so long that I'm like, I don't want to have to like redo all my YouTube Music. I'm like, but I don't have Netflix, I don't have Hulu, don't have Disney Plus or anything, so I've used YouTube Music a little bit. It's not bad. But I also watch like podcasts and stuff on Spotify too, and I'm like, man. I'm looking for the mags real quick before I leave. I gotta try to hear. Oh, okay. Now just get stuck. Look at that parkour. Holy. Yeah, the one app, like, it won't have the same algorithm, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like... That's how they get you, though, you know? That's how they get you. Do I have... Oh. I only brought cheese. Well, that's okay. I have an AFAC in my secure container, so I'm not too worried. I still download my music and use an iPod Classic. Oh my god. That's a hell of a fucking throwback. Jesus. I remember when my sister used to listen to music on like a portable DVD player when I was like 5, and I was like, what is this foreign technology? What is this? Oh, your overlay mixes YouTube and Twitch? Yeah. Yep. It has both. So if you're only on one platform, you'll be able to just see both in the screen without having to have both open. Anyone hear about the snipers on the edge of the woods on this side of the map? It's like they moved the targeting zone inward. I did not hear about that. But I'm glad I'm hearing about that now.
EFT is not a fun game.
Woods, thank you for the follow. That's kind of ironic. Okay.
EFT is not a fun game.
Domley, thank you for the follow as well on Twitch. I appreciate it. Welcome in, guys.
EFT is not a fun game.
Little Pants. Oh my god, thank you for the follow, guys. Jesus. Welcome in, everybody. I'm a YouTube loner. Hello, Twitch. It's only near the green flare? Ah, okay. Hey, there's YouTube and Twitch. I mean, hey, it's the Twitch, as long as there's just like at least one person that I can chit chat with, I'm not too, you know, not too flustered. Wait, the bunker's like this way. I gotta kind of take a closer turn here. Almost. God, it's so quiet. That's like eerie. Oh shit. Hold on. He went away. He's not our primary objective anyway. I'll let him live. I hear shooting from over there, so. Hey, Dirty. Save my FPS. Oh, well, that's good to hear. I'm glad I could help, man. What'd you do? What'd you do to fix it? Are the peak temps for the 5090 and 8590 degrees C? Well, I don't think there's hotspot readings. The core temp was fine. The memory temp was getting towards 90C for the Founders Edition model, which isn't ideal. They can operate at those temps, but you don't want to have to be at those temps all the time. Keep an eye out. This shit might get tricky. I'm just trying to keep my eyes open, chat. That's why I'll re-chat in just a minute. On woods, you can easily miss somebody hiding somewhere. Changed your settings guy. I also got a 3080. Or a new PC with a 3080. What's your CPU? What CPU did you go from? Oop. Oh, there, I see the flare. I went too far. TI. I have 3080s. Oh. The 5600X isn't great for Tarkov, no. That's what's really holding you back. Your GPU is perfectly fine for like 1440p Tarkov. No problem. Maybe in a little bit of 4K, but you'd have to triple check your texture settings. An i9 9900K. You have a 9900K right now? Don't tell me you bought a new PC with a 9900K, because that's... You're gonna need a, well, you won't need, if you're satisfied with the performance, it's not bad, but, you know. Oh no. The 9900K is gonna hurt your Tarkov performance hardcore with that CPU. I mean, in comparison. Ooh. Ooh, shit. What's the app? It is lossless scaling, frame generation. That's what I'm going to be covering in a video. I'm going to make the video hopefully tomorrow, God willing. And it should be up relatively soon. Yeah, better than the old one, yeah. RX 590 and a 3600X. Actually, I'm thinking about, honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I think it's a hit or miss between the 3600X and the 9900K for gaming benchmarks. Odds are, if you still have that platform, also pay up the believers. That's true. I forgot. We actually lived. Yeah, pay up the believers. Holy shit. But honestly, if you still have that old board and that old system, that's also crazy. 32. Holy shit. But I would honestly take that old system and plop a 5700X 3D because you can drop it into that board as long as you update the BIOS and then run that. I would run a 5700X 3D in that board with your current GPU and just swap over the GPU. And as long as you have at least 30 gigs of RAM, you're gaming. You are gaming on that. That's a beast. That's a beast. Oh, I forgot. Make sure, mods, if you could ! Discord, or anybody, if you could ! Discord, just to post the Discord in the chat. I forgot to pin the Discord. Should to figure out what app he's talking about. Lossless scaling. Lossless scaling. Lossless scaling. It's hard for me to say quickly without messing it up. But yeah, that's the app. Lossless scaling. After I built my rig with the 12900K, I stopped hardware watching because I built mine. I only researched before build. I know after that the 13th and whatnot had trouble. What was that all about? Basically, it's kind of not in my memory anymore because of how long it's been since that. Well, it has been that long, but it's been a little minute. But basically, to give you like a basic rundown. Long story short, voltage mismanagement on the ring bus on 13th and 14th gen CPUs caused them to degrade over time. And it wasn't necessarily something you could just tweak in BIOS, so it was affecting a lot of, well, it technically was, but it wasn't something that most people tweaked off the bat. So for the majority of people who were running them just like stock settings, basically, it was a nightmare. Because then you had like instances where games would just crash and you weren't really sure why, and it would give you like a GPU dump error in the crash when it wasn't that, and it was actually Intel. Nvidia had to point it out, and then everybody's like, wait, it's Intel? And they're like, gulp, and they pull their collar a little bit. Some people say that they were pushing it to compete with AMD. You know, I think they were just pushing it to try to get the most out of the architecture. I don't know if it was necessarily just purely because they were trying to compete with AMD. I think it was just for the fact to try and get some sort of architectural gain from the hardware, and not make it seem like a dud generation from 13th to 14th. I have a 4900K with a 4080 Super, and Tarkov is pain. Whoa, thanks for the advice. What CPU did you say? The 5700X3D, which I believe... Let me check real quick. Why is it on my other monitor? Hello? Hold on, wait. I gotta grab this. Hold on, the stream might freak out. Hold on. Ooh. Oop. There we go. Okay. And then switch my monitor back. So the... Yet again, stay hydrated, chat. But I believe that it's still around $200 if I remember correctly. Let's see. $250. Is this even in stock anymore? Nope. So for $250? Not too bad. Not too bad. It's on Amazon for $250. 5 new listings, so that's not too bad. $2.19. What am I saying? $2.19 at Micro Center is that's good. It launched at around $200, but I think the demand has driven up the price a little bit on it. So Intel just shot their own foot. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Yeah. The 12th gen was a great generation. And honestly, I mean, before the whole thing came out about it, the 13th gen wasn't that bad too. The 14th generation was dog shit. Like, no gen-on-gen improvement, basically. It was just like the same... It was the same thing. But just rebranded to, like, look like a new generation. Yeah. Kind of hit the shitter then. But obviously still they've released some microcode patches that have addressed it in heavy quotation marks. So you shouldn't, in heavy quotation marks, see anything at all. If you trust that. Personally, I mean, I still have a 13th gen CPU as my editing rig. It's my old 13600K that I'm still rocking. So I'm fine with it. I'm not thinking it's going to explode anytime soon. I've updated the BIOS, so I'm chilling. But, you know, if you're concerned about that, you know, you just kind of got to take Intel's word that they fixed it, kind of. Because the only way you can find out is just by letting it run. So, you know. If I plan on upgrading motherboard, CPU, and RAM, should I just go completely AMD at this point? If you're just gaming, and if we're just looking at like the newest generation, so like the Intel Core Ultra 285K, 265K versus the 9000 series, yes. There's no point in buying Intel right now for gaming. I don't mean to be like, I'm not trying to sound like biased there, but like, seriously, with like how Arrow Lake performance is just going all over the fucking place right now, I don't think it makes any sense. With like, I just don't think it makes any sense. But the 9800X3D is the best gaming CPU right now. I mean, they just hold the throne outright. It's not really even close. There's no competition from Intel right now. So, yeah. If you're buying lower down the stack, then maybe if we're thinking about like buying like a 14th gen part for value, okay. Starting to sort of make an argument, but even then, I'm just gonna sell some of this crap. Okay. Sell this. Hey Clem, finally got to see you from the UK. Hey Gary, what's up? 3 a.m. here. Oh my god, brother. I don't want to keep you up too long, man. I'm here on Sundays too, you know, at like 7:30 UK time. So it's a you won't have to stay up too late then if you want to catch me live then. But thanks for coming in, man. Glad to have you. I'm good for a while. I don't stream or anything, and most games max out my 120 hertz LGC one, no problem. Oh yeah, a powerful ones like Cyberpunk I get around 70 FPS with path tracing still. I don't foresee me building or upgrading for about 3 more years. Yeah, you're chill. I mean, obviously, like for people who are frame chasers, right? Getting high refresh rates requires a higher end, like recent CPU, especially for most
game.
like more recent games. Oh, I just fucked up my streaming setup. There we go. Nero, thank you for the sub, by the way. But like, really, for me, like for example, I upgraded from the 13600K to the 7800X 3D, and I'm kind of in the same boat as you now. And the only reason I did that is because I wanted that higher refresh rate experience, and I knew I needed a more powerful CPU to get there. So that's why I went for it. Because I wanted that higher refresh rate, and I wanted an AMD build as well. As far as like a Ryzen build, I mean, so that's why I went for it at the end of the day. But I'm kind of in the same boat. Like I don't foresee me buying the 50 series. It just seems like a complete skip generation for me. Because my now that I bought this 4070 Ti Super, I got 16 gigs of VRAM. I'm probably gonna chill till at least the 6000 series. Because I'll have DLSS if I need higher refresh rate in most of the games that I play. And if I'm playing like esports titles, it's not gonna really be a concern. So AMD barf. I'm an Intel only for life. Like I love seeing like some of the cope videos where it's like, guys, I swear, like the 285K, it's not that bad. Stop making fun of it. Stop making fun of it, guys. Guys, I can hit 8,000 megatransfers per second. I can get 8,400 megatransfers per second. Stable. You guys not seeing this memory? Guys, come on. And I'm like, dude. Like the average user isn't going to pay $150 more or $100 more to get us experience where they have to tweak it for 15 billion years to get to a level of performance that's even somewhat similar to a drop and go 9800X 3D. So that was crazy, chill, you found that deal. I use Ryzen, not AMD, bro. Learn the difference, bro. You wouldn't get it, bro. What Intel CPU do you think would pair well with the 5070? Ooh. For Tarkov, none. But if we're not aiming for Tarkov, and like if we're excluding like more CPU demanding games, I don't like it's rough, but I wouldn't recommend Arrow Lake. Like if we have to go Intel, I'm not buying Arrow Lake. Sadly, just because of the state that it's in. Like with all the constant microcode updates, like personally as an end user, I wouldn't want to fucking bother with that. So I would probably go with like a 14900K still. Sadly. And even then I'd be like, oh, I could probably just go buy like a 7800X 3D or 9800X 3D at that point because of how much money I'm spending on it. That like I'm getting worse performance by spending more money. If we're talking about just gaming, obviously, that's the caveat. That's the caveat. If we're not talking about just gaming, then we have a bit more, you know, room to breathe because Intel still is fighting in productivity. It's just in gaming, there's really just not much of a point right now. App that does doubles FPS is called Lossless Scaling. It's frame generation. I'm gonna be making video on it soon. But it's not actual FPS, as I've said already in the stream. It's generated frames, so it's going to possibly feel more sluggish if you're sensitive to that sort of thing. Yeah, if it's just for gaming, ET, yeah, Intel. Or, hello, AMD. AMD all the way. Like, it's just... which is sad. It's not a good thing. Like, it's not something to celebrate, because you need competition. And it's not like we're at the point where it's like AMD's like slouching because there's no competition, but like still, like you want competition. Oh, I'm sensitive already? Pause. Pause. What? Do I want to still run my SKS? My trusty SKS? I could try to just go for big sale. Why not? Should we go at night? Also, it's interchange, so let me swap out what I'm... I can just run this, honestly. Fuck it. What's the app? Lossless scaling. That's what we're talking about. Need to do a big sale of your stash for some money. Okay. So... it's okay to be broke. I'm sorry, guys. It's okay to be broke in Tarkov. It's okay. The haters are gonna hate. They're gonna say, oh... how are you so broke? I'm still getting quests done. I'm still doing my shit. And when I need more money, I'll just go run a scab and get some more. It's not that hard. I don't need to worry about it. As long as I got enough to buy my kit, it's okay. Until Intel releases a HBM, could you define that because I'm stupid? CPU with a ton of L3 cache. Intel can't compete with AMD at the moment with the X3Ds. Yeah. I don't know what they would do besides that, honestly. 7800 X3D maximizes my 3060 Ti. I don't doubt it. And the A770. Anybody here bought a Battle Mage GPU yet? And found it at MSRP? Just curious. Getting quests done, you're level 17. I play like 3 times a week, brother. My first web now, and I did use it for 1 week or two. Adds input delay too big for competitive FPS, in my opinion. I agree. That's what I'm going to talk about in my video, Vlad. Because the only reason I put that in the title is because everybody comes in and says that. And like, discuss like, I'm getting double the FPS, and I barely feel the input delay. And I'm like, there's input delay. Like, it just depends on what your base frame rate is, and there's artifacts, and, you know. So I'll talk about the pros and cons, so. And, because I feel like that's why I put it in the YouTube title, because that's all it is people be like, oh, this doubles your FPS, holy shit, and then that's like all they talk, like bigger number better, and they don't, like, it's like, I feel like people aren't covering enough, just like, yes, there are downsides, and maybe you shouldn't use it in every scenario. It's cool, like, I'm not saying it's bad just because there's pros and cons, like, it's just, you need to understand what you're using it for, you know? And what it's meant to do, you know?
EFT is not a fun game.
Hey Chase, thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate it. Lossless scaling virus. That's the thing we're talking about. That's what the title references. Sorry, I was smoking. I'm gonna need to after making a lossless scaling video. Running a 4070 Ti and 7800 X3D and 48 gigs of 8000 megahertz RAM. In game still dips to 60-70 FPS constantly in customs. Still dips to that constantly? I could probably scab a customs after this raid before I end the stream and show you my performance. Yeah, if you don't have DDR5 8000 set up correctly, that could be an issue. The fact that it's running at 2-to-1 isn't necessarily a problem, but I'm losing my mind at this point. Well, I mean, 2-to-1 is normally a problem, but when you're running DDR5 8000 and you have the UCLK at 2000, you can run 1-to-1 with the Infinity Fabric with the FCLK. I don't know, has Purology made a video on that? Because I'd be interested to see that difference. It's also, it's kind of quiet. It's kind of hard to hear right now, I'm going to be honest. Actually, I shouldn't even loot that. Okay. That's one. Was that a flash above me, or was that in front of me? I think that was above me. I'm gonna keep walking and pretend like that was above me. Surely nothing bad will happen. Holy shit! Oh! We're okay. That's okay. A little bit of a detour never hurt anybody. Let's take in the sights. He's trying to get kills with flashbangs, the fucker. I need to boost my audio a little bit. Hold on, chat. Close enough. One tap. For 7,000. Oh, yeah, you're right, Rio. That's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, Gary, I scripted that. Paid actor right here. Ooh, paid actor with a 20 round mag. SKS. You wink? Ooh. Okay. Hold on, I want to check it real quick. Okay. I think I need Rasmussen, right? Top brand. That's not the normal route that I run this, so I gotta remember where top brand is. By the main entrance? Oh, that's right. Fuck. That's right, because I got derailed right there. Oh, shit. Well, there it goes. Oh. 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 Okay. Okay, I was just bleeding out a little bit there. Okay. I was just on the floor for a little bit there. That's cool. Okay. I accidentally stopped sprinting there. I think that's what got me killed. Oh my god. Yeah, that'll do it, man. Fuck. Fucking A, man. Thought we were watching DayZ for a second. You were just knocked. Yeah, I was just on the ground. I was like, oh shit. Okay. The new down mechanic was added. What are you coming with? Yeah, M80. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Ow. We'll do it. If I could revive. Yeah. SKS is gone, yeah. Had its run. I don't even know where I think he killed me from the second floor. Either the second floor, he was like all the way deep in generic and had a shot on me. Okay. Hey, don't worry, we got this out of the raid. That right there to skier is a crisp 1,800 rubles, baby. That's profit. That's profit right there, baby. That's how we do it. Step by step. Step by step, we make it out of the mud. Okay. Heal that. I'm just gonna spend the last of that little med kit. This is just gonna do a scab raid and then call it. Let me just equip some new shit. I don't know what gun I'll run next, but probably the PP19. So I'll just grab that. Free up a little bit of space. Okay. Let's scav onto customs so whoever asked about that can see that. Run a cut. Hey, there it is. I got you, man. App that doubles FPS, you say. Yes, you've seen it. You've heard of it. Lossless scaling. It's not, that's why I put it in quotes, is it's not doubling exactly. It's frame generation. So there's no input on those frames. It's better motion smoothness, but not better input delay. It's worse input delay. And that's the difference. So first build order the 900X3D as you do, or as you said. Need help with the rest though. Is there a video that you have done that I can watch, like what motherboard and RAM SSD to pair? I play Tarkov and PUBG mainly. I have a video about that, but it's pretty old. I was planning on redoing it after like the main GPU release cycle. So after like hardware sort of calms down a little bit and the market steadies. In the meantime, though, if you need help making picking a motherboard and stuff like that, just make a post in the help forum of my Discord, and we can help you out in there. Because there's a bunch of people who can help you pick out the right thing. Ooh, this is lovely. Okay. What are you using to show hardware details like that? This is Capframe X. I would highly recommend against using Task Manager. I have a video discussing MSI Afterburner. You could try that. You could try Hardware Info. You could use Intel Present Mon. I have a video from a while ago talking about that, but that's changed since then. But you could look at that too. Or you could try to figure out Capframe X as well. Those are all good options. I don't know what to loot. I feel like customs is a pretty terrible place to scout, I'm gonna be honest. What's the app that doubles FPS? The infamous app is Lossless Scaling that I've heard about 1,000 times. So I'm finally folding and making a video about the app that quote-unquote doubles FPS. It's frame generation, so there's pros and cons to it that I'll talk about in the video. Hacks, thank you for the follow on Twitch, man. I appreciate it. Oh, dude. Oh, that's an AI. Okay. We got a lot of scavs here. That's locked. Thanks for the follow on Twitch, man. I appreciate I don't know how to say I appreciate it besides I appreciate it. How do you say what are synonyms? I have a pretty solid PC. Do you think there'd be any real benefit to use lossless scaling or to be overall negative experience? It really depends on your base refresh rate. Like for me, honestly, and this is just my personal opinion, which I won't follow necessarily in the video because of the, you know, there's going to be a lot of people with varying hardware, but for me personally, I think it's only really acceptable in this sort of game, and frankly, I don't think it's acceptable at all for input delay. But if I had to use frame generation, I would go as high as I possibly could because I have a 240 hertz display, so I'd go to 120 hertz. 120 FPS is base, and then I'd use frame generation. And then maybe I'd be okay with it. Hey man, appreciate the advice. Ended up buying 3 5090s. Dude, that is over 3 times the numbers as a 4090. That, I'm stupid. That's gonna be huge, man. That's gonna be huge. If you buy that and you buy a 14900K, you're almost at 30K. If you add all those numbers together, so. Oh, sorry, I'll leave you to it. You know, he claimed that shit. He and I'm not gonna intervene on his looting there. That's his domain right there. going to crack them open and tape them together. You could use one to actually support the other one. Oh. Oh. Hey, actually, I didn't want that angle. My bad. Oh, that's not a corpse. That's it. Oh, they must have added that recently. That's ass. Pure. 9000 X2D and a 4080 Super, 32 gigs of RAM. I'm going crazy trying to figure out why I have these stutters. What's the speed of the memory? See, I had a little bit of stutter there. Everybody has some stutter. 5090 is honestly a scam. What do you mean? You don't like multi-frame gen? There are benchmarks out without frame gen already, so you can take a look. Oh, God. Oh, I can't have more than one? Oh, man. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh. I jump scared the fuck out of that guy. Oh, my bad. Now that shit is in here, I gotta watch my fucking back, dude. One of these scavs is gonna shoot me in the back of the head. And I'm gonna, like, baby rage on factory or something like that one guy did in that clip. 6000 CL30. And it stutters a lot. Totally random. Like you're seeing in my frame time graph right now. I'm running high textures, and I think that's the source of what I'm seeing right now, so. Where should I even go? Like, I don't scav customs. This is not my home. The 5090... The 5090... Oh my... Like, look at... I don't even need to point that out, do I? Like, you see that shimmering like crazy, and then I'm gonna go to DLSS quality, and it's gonna look like a movie. Like, come on, y'all. Come on, can we get that shit together, man? Please, I'm begging. Just let me use DLAA. I'm begging. I'm on my hands and knees right now. Just use trailer park and transit to interchange. Oh, that's interesting. I forgot you could do that as a scav. Customs using 15 gigs of VRAM is wild. This is the state of customs right now, but I have high texture quality on, so that's why. Ooh. Mine is a flat line with quick spikes, like you're seeing right now. Because you can see this, you can see it compared to the line that you get. Doesn't matter what texture quality you use. Okay. That's something new. The app on the top left is CapFrameX. Okay, it really wants me to take one of these rigs, apparently. Okay. If you insist. Oh, I can get in here. I thought this was locked. I tried to run streets on medium and it was like a slideshow after 5 minutes in raid. Oh man. I run streets on medium because I have the low texture res mode on, so it's technically medium. And it hasn't been too bad. Yeah, the 8 gigabytes of VRAM is gonna hurt. Somebody unlocked all this. Unless they unlocked this. Is this like changed? Am I tripping? Streets on low still uses 10 gigs of VRAM at 1440p. Nah. No, but it's fine, man. It's fine. It's allocating that much. But it might not be using that much. But either way, the impact is still there. Yeah, hi-fi, I know. I mean, I expect that behavior from Nvidia, though, to be honest with you. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I'm going, to be honest with you. Because I don't remember the scav extracts. It's allocating to 11.3, it uses 10.5. Oh, fuck. What? Really? I have to look at that again. Because goddamn. Test my FPS on streets. I have full settings on, nothing turned down. PC's connected to my LG C1 4K. I don't use VIR and no stutter or problem framing. Now I'm curious. You're lucky. You're a lucky man. If you put up a frame time graph, and especially if you play like PvE, it should be very clear when like AI are spawning in and stuff. You'll basically see this in the frame time graph. And you'd be like, okay, there's the AI, okay. Yeah, go for it. You can just run it offline. If you turn on AI, you'll see it. Hello? These are the tricks they don't teach you. I was going to prone under there, but... Oh. That's my death and demise and despair. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go. I think he was wearing a Mando mask. I'm just gonna... I didn't open the... Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on. I didn't open the thing. Ah, shit. That's a silence. That's a guy doing setup. I'm gonna go to Smuggler's Boat. It's random. Some raids, it's right after I open the game, start a raid, and some raids it's completely smooth. But when the AI are spawning at the beginning of the raid, you see those frame time stutters sometimes. Also, the packet loss thing is server side, where you get like that rubber banding back that is server side. But well, I mean, that specific bug at the beginning where you see like you teleport back is server side. If you're just doing that all the time, odds are it probably is not server side. It's probably your connection. But isn't it lovely how I have to like add all these caveats to like literally everything, being like, well, if you have this packet loss at this time, then it may not be your connection, but at this time it could be. It's awesome. Guys, what do I do if the Smuggler's Boat isn't open? Lossless scaling works. It gives you more FPS. The number goes up. But it's the smoothness that goes up. It's not the responsiveness of lossless scaling. And I will talk about it in the video in a little bit. Yeah, I have the code. Go to trailer park and transit to interchange. I have the trailer park extract too that I could just do. It's open though. Yeah, secret extract. I hate this game. I spent 3K on a PC and can't enjoy the game. Lol. I'm not like you guys. I'm an idiot with the PC stuff. I don't... Oh, is that frozen over? Don't feel bad. We can... If you make a post in the help forum, we can probably sort it out. Okay. So good FPS, but crappy input movement. Exactly that. Exactly that. Like I had, I'll say this again real quick before I go. I had one of my friends who doesn't really know much about lossless scaling. I gifted it to him and I said, all right, just try this. It gives you double the FPS. Just run it and see how it feels. And for him, he said that he was like, yeah, when I was aiming, I felt like I was overcorrecting my shots. And I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because when you're flicking, there's the smooth of the movement where your brain is like sort of tricked and it's not like as snappy, right? So you kind of have to like get used to it again. And it has that additional delay where you're kind of like correcting for it. So he's like, I was actually not pleasantly surprised per se, but intrigued that he was able to see it and like feel it, even though I didn't tell him of it beforehand, you know? I have DLSS enabled right now, like I just did, but typically I don't have it enabled. Lossless scaling is what I was just talking about. My 4090 and i9 4900K only get around 7200 FPS on the settings your most updated guide told me to play on. What map? If that's customs, that's about right. Frankly, I hate to say it, but that's not too far off what I'd expect from the 4900K on customs. You might hit higher on like the edges of the map, obviously, but streets maybe a tad higher on average. It was customs? Okay. And yeah, I'm not too shocked. Because you just saw my performance on customs with my 7800X3D, which most of the time I'm getting a bit more than you. On average, the 7800X3D it does better than the 1400K. Sometimes it trades blows, but typically it's a little bit better. And then of course the 9800X3D is a whole nother level past that, but Dr. Lupo last night said it was running his 5090. Oh, somebody else was saying that a while back and I forgot to read it. Shit. He's running his 5090, only got 120 FPS max on woods. Well, yeah, I mean, he's running a 1400K. Probably, if I had to guess. I'm a frame whore, so I'm mad curious. It's on Steam. It's $7. I'll have a link to it in the video, which I'm probably going to record tomorrow and try to post. I've just had so many people asking me about it, and being like, dude, I have double the FPS, and it like I have to just have a video where I address it so people know I'm talking, like I've talked about it and it's there. That's really bad with the 5090. Yeah, it's just CPU bottleneck to hell. The 5090, like a lot of people just don't understand that the CPU is feeding the work to the GPU. It's waiting because the CPU just can't keep up. But the 5090 is insanely powerful. And you like Tarkov is not that hard to run GPU wise. As long as you have enough VRAM, you're kind of just chilling. Like, especially if we're talking about playing at like 1440p and below, you can get away with something like a 3070 as long as you have the right settings applied for it. You know, or even less, you know. But if that, you'd be moving to like 1080p, especially if you have less VRAM. But like, it's the CPU is like a top speed, and you want a CPU that can get you to the highest top speed you can, because at the end of the day, that's if we're running, if there's not much GPU work to do, that's what you're waiting on. That's why, like, for competitive shooters and stuff in the past, people would try to get higher end CPUs as well, because they're running competitive settings. They don't need a powerful GPU because the graphical workload isn't that intense. They need something that's going to be able to push more frames, and that's, you need a better CPU for that. It's 600 or 6,000 megahertz better for 7 series, or for the 7,000 series, than 8,000 megahertz. You kind of need to be lucky with the silicon draw if you want to run 8,000 megahertz on the 7,000 series. But 6,000 megahertz and 1-to-1 is fine. It's honestly preferred, rather than trying to tinker with all the settings on the 7,000 series. And yeah, I have a 7800X 3D Lee Wall. All the gameplay you've seen is from a 7800X 3D. Everything you've been seeing that I've been playing so far is on that system. My full specs are listed in the description. Of course, Miller. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, secret in quotes, Rio. But if you guys haven't already, how do I check if I'm on 1-to-1 or 2-to-1? If you're running 8,000 right now, you're on 2-to-1. You check it, what is it called in the BIOS? I think they call it, it depends on the motherboard manufacturer, but for me, I believe it was called div mode, I think. And it'll say like UCLK divided by mem clock, or it'll say like UCLK divided by mem clock, or UCLK ratio to mem clock times 2, or something like that. It'll have like the 2 to show that it's 2-to-1, and then you'll be able to change it from there. You're good, Leewall. You're good. And also, yeah, I've just been learning a lot about like AM5 memory tuning and stuff, so I'm still quite fresh to it as well. So I apologize for me sometimes not getting the terminology right on stuff. But anyway, if you haven't already, if you want some more help, make sure you join my Discord, !Discord in the chat, or just go to the link in the top of the description. There's a lot of people in there, and I mean a lot, who can help you out. More people in there, significantly more than followers I have on Twitch. So yeah, make sure you go in there. There's a lot of great people in there who can help you out with any issues you have. If you want to ask memory questions, if you want to ask what build you should make for Tarkov, if you want to ask settings questions, they're in there to help you out. I'm in there sometimes, try to help out when I can. Lossless scaling video will hopefully be up sometime tomorrow. I might, even if I get it done tomorrow, I might postpone it to be Sunday morning, just so that it's there when I'm going live. But yeah, should be up sometime this weekend. And yeah, thanks for being here, everybody. So happy to have all you here. And yeah, thanks for being here, guys. I will see you Sunday at 1:30 p.m. CST. That is when I have my PC Sherpa live stream. So if you want a chance to come in and talk to me live about your tech issues, that's when I do that. So yeah, make sure to join in for that. And yeah, for now, let me just post the Discord in both the chats because I forgot. And I'll see you guys on Sunday, 1:30 p.m. CST. Peace.
EFT is not a fun game.